Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what's going on right now, what do you guys need to know about. It's a general reading, okay? It could be past, present, or future, so you're going to know best how it resonates for you, all right? And where it fits on the timeline. So let's just see what's going on today. What does everyone need to know right now? Death and the Knight of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. Okay, so the message here is about a permanent ending. The Tower at the bottom, all right? So this is a massive catastrophe of some sorts. Let me just, okay. Yeah, a permanent ending. We'll have to see what that is about. Someone here is strategizing something. They're planning long term. Somebody could have been planning something here for a very long time. They've been trying to go at it very strategically, okay? And that's the message. So let's see, why is death here? Why is death here? Judgment in reverse. The Two of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, so someone here is under harsh judgment, or they have poor judgment, or they made a bad decision. Someone here can't overcome something. There's something, though, that is being denied or not seen clearly in a situation, or somebody just, like, they just have poor judgment in some sort of way. Like, they're not thinking clearly. They're not making good judgment calls here. Okay, and then we have an Emperor. So what's the Knight of Pentacles? The Nine of Pentacles. So this has to do with money. Somebody's been doing this for money. The Three of Swords. And the Three of Cups. Okay, 33. I mean, I'm not liking this. I mean, it kind of just feels like the same energy as the last couple of readings. It's like multiple people here, all right? There's multiple people getting hurt in a situation, and it seems to have to do with money or a money crime. Or somebody has done this before. Okay, what's the Page of Wands? The Two of Pentacles. Temperance. So this is an angel message for someone. The Queen of Pentacles. There's someone here that's trying to switch something around, or they're trying to split something up. They're trying to switch something around. Okay, tell me more about death, please. This has to do with a home, a property, a community, something being built, something long-term. Yeah, something could be going on for a very, very long time. All right, or somebody planned something for a long time. The Tower in reverse. Someone's trying to avoid this catastrophe, but it's here. It's coming, whether they like it or not, okay? They could be trying to avoid something bad from happening, or some sort of a shocking event surrounding a death or a permanent ending. What is that? Death. A family situation. Okay, so this could be like a passing in the family, all right? The death of someone in the family. Something about a wealthy man, so someone that left behind some sort of money maybe, okay, or someone who had wealth. Journey. Okay, why is death here? Let's get these first. Self-indulgence, focus on self. Okay, so this could have to do with somebody that is very selfish. They're only focused on themselves and their own money is what it seems, or they only care about themselves in a way. Why is judgment in reverse here? Strength. Yeah, what I'm getting is like somebody, the moon, With the Knight of Pentacles, it's like someone here, they might think that they're planning something long term, but they're not really taking everything into account at the same time because they're so selfish. Like, they don't make good judgment calls. They don't take everything into account, is what I'm getting. Like, they're very self-centered, self-focused. So all that they're strategizing really has to do with their own microcosmos. Okay, it's not, they're not taking the macrocosmos into account in some sort of way, which leads them to making really bad judgment calls. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. It has to do with communication or the things that they say. This is like the kind of person that thinks that the whole world revolves around them and what they say and what they want. Like, they feel like they have the power to do whatever they want, overcome what they want, or step on anyone that they want, because in their eyes the world revolves around them, or the world like bows to their feet in some sort of way. Okay, everything revolves around this person. Very selfish. Two of Swords. That's the truth. Okay then. All right, so that's the energy we're working with today. Emperor. The Magician and the Hermit. Yeah, it's again, the Magician energy is like somebody who thinks that they can manifest anything and create anything that serves them. Yeah, this is like chaos. This is giving me someone that is very chaotic. You know, if you work in the light energy, right? If you're working with the light, you can make many things manifest into reality, right? But this is almost giving me someone who's like delusional. This is giving me what they call it with the narcissist, like this grand delusion that they have, that they can, but this is, yeah, it's giving me like the narcissist version of it, where it's like they have this grand delusion that anything that they say goes, anything that they want is going to happen, anything that they want will be theirs, anything that they put out into the universe will manifest the way that they want it to. Okay, that's giving me this. Bit delusional. Bad judgment calls. Okay, they don't think long term. They only think in the in the context of their own life. Cross. Yeah, it has to do with a death. A family passing, possibly. This person didn't want to get cut out of something here. Okay, so this could have to do with some sort of family money. All right, what's the Knight of Pentacles? The Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but this person is not as manipulative as they think they are, or they can't manipulate everyone around them. And I feel like that's where their Achilles heel is, if you want to put it that way, right? It's like they think, the delusional narcissist in them thinks that they can manipulate everyone, but they can't. There's definitely people that see through this, okay? This could also be someone who's gotten away with something for a very long time. The Fool. Yeah, this person could be very reckless. All right, so again, Spirit really wants to talk about this person's energy or their character today. Okay, so it's like they take a lot of risks because whatever they've done in the past has gotten them very far. Okay, they just go for things. They just do things because they've gotten away with it before. So it's kind of like, well, I can do whatever I want and I can make really bad judgment calls because I've never been caught, right? That's their energy. Yeah, they're not focused on anyone or anything else around them because they've never been caught, because they've never been held accountable for anything, is what it looks like. They're very manipulative in that way. Yeah, but there's something here that they're losing control over, okay? They're losing control. They're losing possession over something. Addiction in reverse. But again, completion in reverse. They can't complete something here. But I don't even really feel like this person sees that. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, I feel like that's in the energy, right? Is that there's something here where it's not really going to plan. They don't have the control that they think they do. They can't manipulate the way they think they can, but they don't see it. They don't see that because they're only focused on themselves right now and what's in front of them, right? Nine of Pentacles. It's like, how can I achieve this goal right now? That's it. That's all I think about. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, ultimate betrayal. Okay, death and the Ten of Swords. This could even be like unaliving someone, all right? Yeah, this is giving me someone who really thinks that they're just going to do this and then they're just going to get away with it because they've always gotten away with it. Nobody's ever caught on to them. They've always taken stupid risks. They've always been able to manipulate their way out of it, okay? So they don't have any sense of consequence. That's really what this is, yeah. They don't have a sense of there being any kind of consequences to their behavior because they've always gotten away with it. The Six of Swords. Yeah, they've always gotten away with it. They've always managed to get out of it or get away with what they did. And it looks like unaliving someone for money, okay? Or causing permanent endings in someone's life for money. But we do have cross, death, and the Ten of Swords here. That looks like someone that has killed someone before and they got away with it. So that's why they don't think that there's ever going to be consequences. Like you know, this is like the kind of energy where somebody could have killed someone 20 years ago and they got away with it. So now they just keep doing it, keep trying it, because like, what's stopping them, right? Hanged Man, an epiphany. Okay, a moment of enlightenment here. About a King of Swords and the truth coming out. All right, so this could be a King of Swords that's doing this or involved in this. Or who's the King of Swords? Somebody in the courthouse that received some sort of money for something, or somebody is hoping that they'll get some sort of money from the courthouse. Or there's somebody here that's waiting on some sort of money from court, but they can't get the money until someone else is out of the way. Okay, so that's like all they're thinking about right now is the money. Nine of Pentacles. Wealthy man, all they're thinking about is, I need this money. You're in the way. How am I going to get you out of the way? Because I need this money. That's it. That's their thought process. Okay, great fortune. They don't think about consequences. No, like, I don't know. Someone needs to know you're dealing with someone that does not think about consequences. They don't think there's going to be anyone that will catch on. They think they'll be able to talk their way out of it, manipulate their way out of it. They think they are smarter than everyone else, okay? And they're not. The thing is, though, they're not. They're really not. But it's because they got away with it in the past. Book. Okay, something about a book. Mice in reverse. Not having any friends. Yeah, this person could think that you don't have any alliances, all right? It's like they might think that no one's going to believe you, or you don't have anyone that's going to stick up for you. You don't have anyone. Like, if this is somebody that's trying to kill you, okay, because that's kind of what this feels like, they might think they have the upper hand because they put a lot of people on their side and you don't have any kind of alliance, okay? Everyone's going to believe them over you is what I'm getting. So what's this Page of Wands here? A message. The High Priestess. Yeah, that's the message. That's the angel message today. Okay, Temperance. Is that this person is definitely taking action. They will take action. They will keep trying. They're not going to back down. They're not going to stop. Because they really believe they're getting away with it, okay? They really think that they're that good at manipulating. Like, you think this person is scared of the police? Definitely not. You think that they're scared of being held accountable? Definitely not, because they think that they can get out of it. The King of Wands. The Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wholeheartedly believes that when push comes to shove, everybody around you will leave you out in the cold. No one's going to believe you. Or everyone's going to believe them. Okay, so they feel like they have the manpower for this for some reason, okay? They feel like they're the one pulling the strings. With a main male. Occupation in reverse. Something's not working here with a main male. Something's not working out with a main male. Somebody being concerned about a child. What's not working out with a main male here? The Nine of Swords and the Four Swords. Being at peace, but also having anxiety, stress, worry. Yeah, I don't know whose energy this is. This is like somebody flip-flopping between anxiety, fear, stress, worrying, and then being at peace, okay? Being calm. Yeah, so that could be you, okay? Because you know who you're dealing with. That's why. All right, you know exactly who you're dealing with here. The Empress in the reverse. Yeah, the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is the truth. King of Wands. Okay, who's the King of Wands? Who's the King of Wands? A main female. The King of Wands is a female? I don't think so. Poverty in reverse. Or, I don't know. Someone here knows the truth about someone coming out of poverty or overcoming financial hardship. Yeah, there's something important here about this court situation and somebody getting money from the courthouse. Okay, so like I said, you might have some sort of an intuitive feeling that the reason why something's not moving forward with someone's money is because you are in the way in some sort of way, all right? Yeah, let's see, what else? A mountain. Yeah, something here is a huge, huge obstacle. It's a really big obstacle, or you are the obstacle. Somebody could feel like you are an obstacle in their life, okay? Like that's how they see you. They're trying to get to some sort of money and you are in the way. They're trying to move you out of the way so that they can get some money, okay? Because that's how this person operates. That's how they've always operated. That's how they've been all of their life, most likely. And if there's a death in the past, that was also them, okay? Or they had their hand in it in some sort of way. So let's see, what else do we need to know? What else does collective need to know here? The Eight of Cups, Temperance. This has to do with, I mean, Temperance is here twice, could be Sagittarius energy, okay? Somebody walking away, leaving something behind. Somebody walking away, leaving something behind. Yeah, Spirit could be trying to tell this person to leave something behind, but they're not going to, okay? The Two of Wands. This has to do with a choice that someone is making. The Empress. Yeah, what this Empress is doing here, okay, or whoever the person is, that's, their plan isn't working. Their plan isn't working. But honestly, you have to be very aware that they're not going to stop trying. Just because their plan doesn't work doesn't mean they're not going to try and find a different way. because they are so self-absorbed that this is all they're thinking about. They're not thinking about anything besides their plan, their money, getting to their goal, and anything that happens to you, they feel like they will talk themselves out of it. They feel like they have the power to do that, okay? So why is this important? Queen of Swords in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, because they think that they are just going to be able to say something about like bad mental health maybe, okay? Or they're going to be able to lie, manipulate their way out of it. They're going to be able to lie and manipulate their way out of it, out of their own bad karma. The Queen of Pentacles, and this has to do with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like pulling a lot of people on their side, all right? That's the tactic. The tactic is not to stop. Look, with these kind of people, you have to understand nothing is going to make them stop unless it's prison or, you know, an ending. Like, that's it. They don't get intimidated. Like, there's nothing that you can say to them or allude to with them that is going to intimidate them into stopping. Like, you could threaten them with police, they won't stop because they'll think they can talk their way out of it. They're not even scared of consequences. This person is not scared of any sort of a consequence. You have to understand, okay? They are not. They've gotten away with this for how many decades, okay? All they care about is money. That's it. All they're thinking about is, I need this money. I'm going to get this money. You're in the way of the money. Yeah, Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This has to do with the King of Pentacles and family. Okay, or this is somebody else that they've done this to. All right, so maybe there is a passing in a family. Okay, this person could have had their hand in the death of a family member. Okay, just to receive some sort of money. They got away with this. That's why they're like 100% sure they're going to get away with it again. Okay, so if you don't know this, there's other people that they have gotten away with this. All right. They really think that they can manipulate their way out. So I don't know. Look, someone here needs to understand that this is a dangerous situation. It really is, because there's nothing that's going to stop this person from trying, okay? There's nothing that's going to stop this person from trying to unalive someone. Not even the threat, the looming threat of police, not even the looming threat of an arrest, none of that, because they think that they can manipulate their way out of anything. They think that they are that good at manipulating people. You have to understand, like, it's not going to stop them from trying. Nothing is going to stop them from trying. Like, it is a very dangerous situation for someone here, okay? Because they're not scared of consequences. They're not. They're not thinking about consequences at all. Not at all. Not at all. They think they can wrap everyone around their finger, including the authorities, okay? So, this Empress in the reverse is not walking away. She's not going to stop. Okay? She's not going to stop. She's not. The Three of Swords trying to hurt someone. She's not going to stop. She's going to keep doing it. Okay? Because of the past. Because of the past. Why is she not going to stop? Because of the past. Because she got away with it in the past. Okay? The Moon, and nobody knows. She thinks that nobody can see her. Nobody can see the devil inside. She thinks that she is so cunning and manipulative at hiding this demonic demon inside of her, okay, or him, whatever it is, making themselves look innocent. They think that they're going to make themselves look innocent. Okay? So, like, you can't let your guard down here, okay? Whoever you are, like, you cannot let your guard down with them. Nothing is gonna scare this person. Nothing is gonna intimidate them. You can't let your guard down with them. They're not scared of the police. They're not scared of any kind of consequences. Like, you have to understand. All right, that's why this is a critical situation, because they think they can pull anyone on their side. All right. So I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. Okay. I hope this helps. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, bye.